Hello, sweet friend. My name is Micah, and in this video I thought we could decorate my traveler's notebook inserts together because they still look a little bare on the outside. So right now I have a little bit of decoration in here. I still need to figure out what I want to do on this opposite side, but yeah, I mean, I could use it functionally and tug something in that I want to use, but I quite like just decorating it as a little cover moment. But then yeah, my inserts are still bare, even though I've started in both. So here I have a cream plain insert that I use as a creative journal. So, you know, we can do something fun on here. And then I also have this grid Tomoe River paper notebook from Baumkuchen. And how's this attached? Oh, there it is. That I use to keep notes on storytelling. So it's sort of like a storytelling research journal, but also you could call it like a commonplace book that focuses on storytelling and fairy tales and book quotes and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a couple pages in here as well. And this gray bare cover just isn't fully the vibe that I'm going for. There's just something about having decorated covers, isn't it, that just makes these inserts feel even more like your own and invite you to journal. Okay, I think I am going to start with this one because I feel like I have a little bit more of an idea of what I want to do with this. I prepared some things. I feel like I'm on a cooking show or something. I printed out some patterned papers. These are from Erin Ware's Patreon. They're the same file. They're just printed on different papers and printed with different printers. That's why there's a slight color difference. So this is on Tomoe River paper, which is quite nice because it's very, very thin. So we could do something like that. And then I had printed it also on sort of regular printer paper, which is pretty thick. And then as kids, we used to do this thing where we would crumple paper and fold it until it got really, really soft, almost like fabric. And I was just wondering whether or not that would make a cool effect, sort of a little bit distressed or a little bit worn, and sort of soften it up to use it on the cover. But I think this paper is still so thick, and now with the crinkles in it, it also might be a little harder to glue down. So I'm not quite sure if this is gonna be used today, but it was a fun experiment, and you know, feel free to try something similar if you think you can make something happen with that. But yeah, we have this star pattern, which I thought would just go great with a storytelling research journal. And then I also had scanned in this beautiful illustration from a children's book, from a fairy tale children's book. So that's really sweet. And then I also found this vintage illustration of a fairy, which is quite lovely. This is actually drawn by Arthur Rackham, whose fairy tale illustrations are just classic. So we might do something with that. And then I found another just gorgeous vintage illustration. I don't know, this might also be Arthur Rackham. I'm not quite sure, but gorgeous. And then of course, one of my favorite storytellers and artists is Tove Jansson with her Moomin stories. And so I also printed out a couple of her drawings because I thought that might also be nice. Just something in black and white. Here are these characters going on an adventure, or Snufkin is the wanderer and explorer in the Moomin canon anyway, so I thought that might go well with a storytelling journal. And then yeah, some other patterned papers that are from Erin's Patreon. So I think this is sort of the main things I want to play with. And of course, one could just cover the whole thing with this gorgeous star pattern. That would be quite nice. But I think that it's maybe a bit much in the sense that I think the illustrations don't quite... Well, this actually does stand out against the backdrop. I think if I would have printed out the pattern a little smaller so that the stars are a little smaller and denser, that might have worked. But yeah, and this is color-wise not quite matching here. Of course, what I also thought was I can cover the whole back and then just have a little sliver come up towards the front. That might be nice. And then just try out just one focal image. Something like this. Not sure if I'm in love with it. Yeah, not really. Okay, well maybe this we could also just glue on the inside cover. That might be nice. And then we can either try and fit all of these images on here. Say we... But I guess you're with me, right? I hope you're journaling too. Or maybe you're just relaxing. That's fine also. Like something like that maybe. And then we would need maybe some washi tape up there. Oh, am I even in frame? I think I am. And then can we fit some Tova on here as well? That black and white really stands out against all of these earthy greens and whatnots. Yeah, we could have something here, and then we could still add a sticker over top of this pattern area. So that could be at least one way of doing a whole, covering the whole thing. But I guess we can also try something that's a little bit more minimalistic, where we don't cover the whole thing, just do a little bit of pattern and one illustration. And of course I can rip this smaller. Or do we just do the illustration? Well, indecisive. I mean, this is sort of the most minimalistic classic look right there, huh? Quite like that, actually. Do you tend to, when you decorate your TN covers, do you go and cover the whole thing, or do you do more like a little cluster like that? Let me know. Well, and then now we can add maybe just some stickers and some washi tape for some pattern. Well, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I think, let me see here, what's in my trusty little sticker book. Something we could add. Obviously some flowers. We can always add birds. They always go nicely. Here I have these, labels. And I could do like a collaging moment with those. Oh yeah, this would be quite nice. It's sort of this very minimalistic, and then I could just glue that on the back there and have something like that going. So yeah, that would be fun. That's something to keep in mind. And then Erin just recently had this fun printable where she scanned in fabric scraps, which is so fun, and then turned them almost into little washi strips. And so here, this one, that would be quite fun too with it. Or any of these blues and purples. Can have some layering moments with that. Okay. And then of course I could cut down some of this pattern too. I don't think I have any stickers that would go with this. I just have so many flowery stickers. I think I need to diversify my sticker collection. I don't really have any like books or a pen or anything like that. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna use some of these strips. And then question is, do I want to commit to this? Oh, but there's also this one with the blue right there. Maybe a little dense. I really like these frames. There's a whole PET tape with these. I bought only one repeat because I wanted to see if I like it enough to have an entire roll. And though I like the designs and I like that the paper is actual paper so you can easily write on it, they are so starkly white that, hold on, I can show you. Even in the Hobonichi, which has white paper, not cream, the white stands out against this colored paper. I don't know if that shows up on the camera, but yeah, it is stark, stark white. So I don't know. I'm glad I only bought a repeat and not a whole roll of it. Okay, I'm just gonna commit. Here we go. There it is. Rather than overthinking this. And then we can add this up top, but the question beforehand is, do we layer some of these fabric pieces underneath it? Because then we would have to glue that down first. Oop. These I printed on transparent matte sticker paper. Oh, but it is fun to also just put up top. And then that would be nice because then this is the background, this is the middle ground, and then this is the foreground, so we have dimensions. Okay, well then the question would just be if we want to add anything else. I wonder if introducing maybe just a little bit of color would be fun. I also have this mint green washi tape that I very much love. Oh yeah, maybe I'll layer that in the background as well. And then maybe I can crumple it a little bit. Just have some folds in there. No, it just wants to be straight. Okay. I'm going to cover up a little bit of the moon, but that's okay, I think. All right, okay. This is not printed on sticker paper, so need a glue stick. What's your favorite glue to use for journaling? This is just a very basic Elmer's glue, and so far I have had very good luck with it, but I think this is almost out. Oh no. Hopefully this is just about enough. Oops, here it's falling apart. All right. Let's see. Obviously it being on the cover would need to be stuck down really well. Although I guess I'm not very rough on my inserts and they're in the cover protected, so guess I'll be all right. And then the question is, do we somewhat center that washi strip? Or do it a little off center? But then it would, if I was to set this off center, I would probably lean towards the left because this is leaning towards the right, of course. And so visually the weight is pulling towards that side. So then if I wanted to, I could do that. But I think I like it in the center. I'm just going to add it. Well, now it's actually No, it is leaning to that other side. Can I take it off? Ooh, lucky me. Okay, let's see. Favor the left. Yeah, there we go. So that's fun. I do think it would be nice to have something here. Just don't know what. I mean, I'm also okay with having this as a starting point, and then whenever I come across something else that I would like to add, I'm okay with just adding it as I go along. Well, I could add this. Not sure. It is a contender. What do we have here? Stripes and patterns. This is sort of a textured linen kind of situation. No. Okay, I think I'll leave it at this for now. I obviously would love to have a shooting star on there. Can't get it off. But I don't know if that's... The thing with the transparent sticker paper, if I glue it down on the gray, will it look too gray and sad? Okay, I think this is a situation where I'm gonna think about and look if I can find something over time that needs to be... I just would like something right here. And also something that I always find interesting with clusters like this. See how everything is sort of very rectangular. So we have these rectangular shapes for the washi tape. Then obviously the illustration is rectangular. This frame piece is rectangular. So it would be nice to have something that's sort of like a free form. Something that is not a rectangle would really break it up. So that would be nice. But I don't think I have anything right now. So I'll have to leave this unfinished, which, yeah, pains me a little bit, but that's okay. All right, and then I think I'm going to add just the star pattern in here. Oh, and I guess this needs to be decorated too. Yeah. Okay, but first I think I'm going to have to look for another glue stick. Lucky me, I found another glue stick, and so I was able to glue down the cute little star pattern. That's really fun, especially since this is sort of more minimalistic, and then you open it up and you have this sort of more expansive pattern there. That's really cute. And maybe we can just decorate this right here, and I thought maybe I just glue this down. Just do the illustration, and then I could add some dates here, sort of when I started the journal and when I finished it. I think that's nice. Again, it is quite minimalistic, but I think it works. And I guess not everything needs to be decked out all the time. I mean, this journal in general, I do a lot of writing. That's the main point of this journal, is to capture quotes and book passages and things that I research. So the journal in general isn't that overly decorated. I mean, I do add stickers here and there or fun note papers just because I can't help it. It's just fun, of course. And then I have printed out some book covers and some illustrations from some of the books that I've read. But yeah, so I guess this will just match the inside. Yeah, I like that. And again, I guess the things like this can grow over time. Not every page or every cover needs to be finished right away. And so here I left this page blank. I think I want to add an index, although I'm not quite sure if I left myself enough space, so we'll see. But yeah, I think that's very nice. And again, I'll just keep adding to this one. Do you grow your cover decorations over time? Is that something you've done before? I guess that could be quite meaningful too. So that's sweet. And now let's see if we can find something for this here. Obviously, I like this cream color a lot better from the get-go than the gray. So maybe that makes it easier to decorate. I'm not sure. Okay, but I was feeling like adding a little kitty. Especially, I have this illustration right here from my Cat Collage Club April. We're in April. From the April collection. So I thought that might be really, really cute on here. Now that blends in really well. That background color is almost the color of the cover. Wow. Well, I also printed it on a different paper with some different printer settings, and so it turned out, the colors turned out a little bit different. That almost blends in even more, but I guess that is a nice effect. It looks really soft. Yeah, I like it. So I could do that, and then again, just do very minimal patterned washi tape to help frame this a little bit and set it off against the background. Yeah, I think that would be nice. I have this lovely Yohaku tape with little flowers. Oh, you can't see. And it's sort of like this minty green color. Not sure if it's weird to have the flowers on the washi tape and also flowers in the illustration. So, I mean, this is also flowers, but at least these are a little bit bigger. I think these are really fun. Camera won't focus. There you go. So that's real pretty. So we could have some of this for sure. And then we have these colored ones here with the grid pattern. That could be fun. And then a favorite of mine is this plaid from Yon Charm. I love this. I've been using this everywhere. Yeah, that definitely goes. Yeah. Okay. Well, the good news is with the washi tape, we can play around a little bit because that tends to come off pretty well. So if I just want to stick some of this down and see what it looks like, I can reposition and play around. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, but that's needs to move into what's the middle a little bit more. Like so, maybe. And have something at the bottom. Do we do the brown? No, I don't know. Maybe some of this. This is something that I do often when I'm working with photos or rectangular stickers like that. Have them have washi tape between the background and the thing. I guess a lot of people do that. I don't know why I just mentioned that. I don't love it. I think it's also the tree, because the tree is so dark, and now this is the darker washi tape. I think they need to switch places is what needs to happen. I don't know. Hopefully you're not thinking, oh my goodness, she's way too precious with all of this. But maybe it's helpful to hear what goes through my mind while I'm decorating and collaging. I hope it is. Yeah, that works better. The question is, do we need more? Can you even see? Hold on. I also have, of course, this minty green, just a color. I could go over top, and then that grid pattern, color pattern isn't as dark either, which I think would be nice. Whoops. Rip it a little bit. Yeah, that could work. Okay. Stick in the rest of that. I constantly have bits of ripped washi tape everywhere, stuck on my desk, stuck on my cutting mats. They're just everywhere. Okay, let's hope with this being such a thick, almost like cardstock paper that I printed this on, that this will stick. Whoops. Oh, I'm making a mess. Stuck, have glue everywhere, washi tape everywhere. Do you keep bits of the off-cut washi tape? Or do you just throw that away because you know it's just gonna stick and get lost and dirty and grimy? Okay, trying to make that somewhat straight. Like so, maybe. Then our little washi. Like so. Come on, get off. Yeah. I think we do need a little bit of that mint washi at the bottom too, otherwise, I don't know, something, visual weight is off. So we're gonna layer that underneath too. Maybe this diagonal. Uh-oh. Nope. Can't change that. Takes off the print. Okay, and again, just like the other one, it would be nice to have something that isn't rectangular to break up the cluster a little bit. I mean, we could do a big flower. That blue one would be nice. So some orange ones, of course. Blue. These are all Erin Ware flowers. But we also have my PT tape flowers in the front here. I love this washi, this PT tape. I'm actually getting low on this. I thought I could never use up a PT tape, but these flowers are just so pretty. And the question also is, do I stay within this sort of muted color palette, or do I break it up and go for something a little bolder to make the whole thing a little zingier? I think this is nice. Yeah, let's add some zing. There, cute. Okay, and birds? Do we want birds up top? There's also some butterflies. I also have these birds. This was also a, oh, I don't even know if I'm in frame, but this is also a test, not a test, just one repeat of the tape because I wasn't quite sure if I was going to use it. It is beautiful, but there's so many ducks on that tape that I don't know if I think ducks are cute, or geese. I don't even know if they're duck or geese, but I don't think I would use up a whole roll of those. I would want the bird to fly towards the right side. Yes, right. The right side of the thing, because the cat is walking towards the left. And somehow, visually, I would think it would be nice for that to go in this direction. I love all of these birds on this PET tape, but most of them are actually flying towards the left, which is kind of interesting. This bird might go. I think I need some stamps. I think that's ultimately what would really help me break up some of my clusters and help me with my decorations. I might look for some stamps. I think that's cute. And again, yeah, stamps would also be nice to sort of add the date or the sort of like volume number. I do like when people sort of count their inserts. That's quite nice. I am gonna try and see if this lifts up. Oh, it took some of the print off, but it might not be. It just looks like the bird is flying into the washi tape. There, give it a little bit more room. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, or like a little writing would be nice down here. Protect your peace is what this says. Soft and strong. Life is short, love yourself more. That's a good slogan for a journal. My fingers are too thick. There. Yeah. I think that's very cute. What do you think? Do you like it? And here we have both of the decorated TN inserts. I think they're shaping up to be quite cute, and I'm excited to see if I can find something to add here. And I guess I didn't decorate the inside here, so that's sort of also a work in progress, I suppose. In the comments below, I would love to hear what your favorite approach is to decorating your TN inserts. Do you like working in clusters like this, or do you just cover them entirely with images? Yeah, I would love to hear from you, and I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on these collages, and maybe that was helpful or inspiring, and I hope you got some journaling done or some decorating done, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Until next time, happy journaling!